3, 2.
Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. Bid now, bid often.
I love teaching science to young learners.
It's so inspiring to hear our youngest learners speaking in Spanish. Muy bien!
My first graders are so bright and talented. Be sure to bid on the special silhouette project they created.
Our class made the cutest bookshelf. I wonder who will win it.
We have students working on tech projects together where one is in the building and the other student is at home. Our kids are resilient, creative, and passionate about learning.
I can't believe our school will raise more money than this.
I love when students create their own stories. We get creative in middle school Spanish.
Mrs. Hossein will be my teacher next year, and I think dinner and putt-putt with her would be a great way to start off 5th grade.
Keep trying, kiddos. You can do it. Believe with me that you will have new iPads next year.
Dude, did you see that there's a year's supply of Hill's Science Diet in the auction? Excellent.
Your support helps me and my class thrive at Topeka Collegiate.
Our teachers at Collegiate are hands down the best anywhere. Invest in professional development. Vibrant teachers help create thriving students.
Having my own parking spot in front of the building rocks. If you hurry, you can have one too. There are only 4 left.
We are building something special here at Topeka Collegiate. The foundations for lifelong learners.
There are so many fun games in the auction, it's going to be so hard to choose my favorite.
I have loved working on the auction this year. Enjoy the show.
Join Mrs. Baldwin and I for a trip to the Topeka Zoo.
Buying experiences at the auction lets you get to try something new, like horseback riding, cooking, cake decorating, or learning to play the ukulele.
I would love to have you join Kent and I for an authentic Chinese dinner at our home. Our friends will amaze us with their culinary skills while we enjoy premium wine from our own collection.
I've been head for a day 5 times. I love getting to have coffee and lunch with Dr. Rance, and it's great to practice my leadership skills.
Bid now. I'm looking at you.
We do a crab boil to end all crab boils. Grab 19 of your friends and join us.
I'm really looking forward to learning on new iPads when I come to Topeka Collegiate.
Together we thrive.
Have you seen Mrs. Smith's offer to go to a KU softball game? I am a softball player too and think it would be super exciting to see a college team play.
I double dog dare you to outbid my parents on the Year of Science Diet.
I can count to 10 in Spanish thanks to Mrs. Bonilla. She makes us flashcards and gives us books to read in Spanish. Adios.
These are my mittens. You can't have them, but you might want to bring your own to the Cortez Christmas Lights Tour.
I love Topeka Collegiate and can't wait for all the things I'll learn here.
I hope I win the Kaw River canoe trip. I love being outside in the summer.
If you want to be an amazing basketball player, you should bid on the Darting Academy package. Classes are held right here at Topeka Collegiate and can really take your game to the next level.
Bid on the auction items before it's extinct.
Y'all need to bid high and often on the Savannah trip. I went last year and it was completely amazing.
Have you seen the doll clothes and American Girl stickers? I'm so excited.
Have you seen our fourth grade class project? If you love to cook, you're going to want it.
My piano teacher has a lessons package in the auction. Be sure to bid on it because she is amazing.
If you love Indian food, grab 19 of your friends and bid on the Globe Indian Cuisine package. It's the best in town.
I loved going to the National Math Conference a couple of years ago. It was so invigorating to be with other educators and be in grade level breakout sessions. Our Topeka Collegiate contingent had a great time, made lasting memories, and came to Topeka invigorated for the coming year.
I'm going bananas for the auction.
Even though I'm a Windows guy, I think iPads are pretty cool. Help our youngest learners by donating to Fund a Need. I hope I win the Cobb River canoe trip. I love being outside in the summer.
There are so many fun games in the auction, it's going to be so hard to choose my favorite.
Bid on the auction items before they're extinct.
Join Mrs. Baldwin and I for a trip to the Topeka Zoo.
Have you seen the doll clothes American Girl stickers? I'm so excited.
I would love to have you join Kent and I for an authentic Chinese dinner at our home. Our friends will amaze us with their culinary skills while we enjoy premium wine from our own collection.
My piano teacher has a lessons package in the auction. Be sure to bid on it because she is amazing.
Bid now. I am looking at you.
I loved going to the National Math Conference a couple years ago. It was so invigorating to be with other educators and be in grade level breakout sessions. Our Topeka Collegiate contingent had a great time, made lasting memories, and came to Topeka invigorated for the coming year.
I'm really looking forward to learning on new iPads when I come to Topeka Collegiate.
Even though I'm a Windows guy, I think iPads are pretty cool. Help our youngest learners by donating to fund a need.
Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. Bid now, bid often.
Have you seen Mrs. Smith's offer to go to the KU softball game? I am a softball player too, and I think it would be super exciting to see a college team play.
It's so inspiring to hear our youngest learners speaking in Spanish. Muy bien.
I can count to 10 in Spanish thanks to Mrs. Bonilla. She makes us flashcards and gives us books to read in Spanish. Adios!
Our class made the cutest bookshelf. I wonder who will win it.
I love Topeka Collegiate, and I can't wait for all the things I'll learn here.
I can't believe our school will raise more money than this.
If you want to be an amazing basketball player, you should bid on the Darting Academy package. Classes are held right here at Topeka Collegiate and can really take your game to the next level.
Mrs. Hossein will be my teacher next year, and I think dinner and putt-putt with her would be a great way to start off 5th grade.
Y'all need to bid high and often on the Savannah trip. I went last year and it was completely amazing.
Dude, did you see that there's a year's supply of Hill Science diet in the auction? Excellent.
Have you seen our 4th grade class project? If you love to cook, you're going to want it.
Our teachers at Collegiate are hands down the best anywhere. Invest in professional development. Vibrant teachers help create thriving students.
If you love Indian food, grab 19 of your friends and bid on the Globe Indian Cuisine package. It's the best in town.
We are building something special here at Topeka Collegiate, the foundations for lifelong learners.
I'm going bananas for the auction.
I have loved working on the auction this year. Enjoy the show.
I love teaching science to young learners.
Buying experiences at the auction lets you get to try something new, like horseback riding, cooking, cake decorating, or learning to play the ukulele.
My 1st graders are so bright and talented. Be sure to bid on the special silhouette project they created.
I've been head for a day 5 times. I love getting to have coffee and lunch with Dr. Rance, and it's great to practice my leadership skills.
We have students working on tech projects together, where one is in the building and the other student is at home. Our kids are resilient, creative, and passionate about learning.
We do a crab boil to end all crab boils. Grab 19 of your friends and join us.
I love when students create their own stories. We get creative in middle school Spanish.
Together, we thrive.
Keep trying, kiddos. You can do it. Believe with me that you will have new iPads next year.
I dare you to outbid my pet parents on the Year of Science diet.
Your support helps me and my class thrive at Topeka Collegiate.
These are my mittens. You can't have them, but you might want to bring your own to the Cortez Christmas Lights Tour.
Having my own parking spot in front of the building rocks. If you hurry, you can have one too. There are only 4 left.
Good evening and welcome to the 2021 Celebration Auction of Topeka Collegiate. I am so excited that you're joining me. Whether we are in a ballroom or at home, we come together as a school. And I am so excited that we have come together tonight to help us continue our mission. My name is Lynn Rance and I'm so excited to have you join us for tonight's auction. We do better when we are together, and we have thrived this year as a school. So that is the theme, and we work together for all of the things that you are going to be able to bid on tonight and celebrate our school. I want to thank them, as well as all the committee members, as well as Jody Boyd, our development director, and Mindy Johnson, who is the guru of auctions. I really appreciate all of the time and the effort that they put into bringing us together. I also want to thank our Board of Trustees. You know, the Board of Trustees is an unpaid position where they come together to continue the mission and the vision of Topeka Collegiate. And if it wasn't for these folks, we would not be as strong as we are. So thank you to all of our trustees, current and in the past, to help our school be as strong as it is. We appreciate you. I also want to thank, of course, our faculty. You know how amazing our faculty are. We definitely have the most committed and the most talented teachers and staff in the region. We wouldn't be the school that we are if it weren't for these folks showing up every day to teach our kids. And this year, more than any other year, they have outshone themselves, and they have really come together. They have helped our children learn, they have helped them have friends, and they have shown them through all the beyond the book experiences the amazing, powerful experience that a quality education can have. So thank you to all of our faculty and all of our staff for teaching in a year of a pandemic and being together as a staff. Please tonight be as generous as you are able. Help us bring in the funds for our staff. Help us continue our programs, and thank you for being here. We are so grateful for every penny that you're able to give, and you are going to be able to enjoy all of the things that you purchase. So, with that, please help me celebrate our auction, and a round of applause for our board chair, Karen Lynn.
Good evening. I'm Karen Lynn, Chair of the Board of Trustees, and also parent of an 8th grader here at Collegiate. Our family has been at Collegiate for over 10 years, and firsthand, we have been able to experience the great things that Topeka Collegiate does for students through the educational opportunities and also the beyond the book experiences. But none of that could happen without the generosity of donors like you and also sponsors of events like this. So it's my privilege this evening to thank the sponsors of tonight's auction: Security Benefit, Summers Spencer and Company, Civium Architecture and Planning, Clayton Wealth Partners, Wolf Construction, Heritage Bank, Vaughn Pediatric Dentistry, Globe Indian Restaurant, Thiessen Design Company. So please join me in thanking our sponsors. And now I would like to introduce the co-chairs of the auction, Jill and Melissa.
Good evening. My name is Melissa Elliott, and I'm excited to be co-chairing this evening's event alongside my good friend Jill Gary. We'd first like to take the time to thank our amazing committee members for all the responsibilities they had getting us to where we are today. Please join us in thanking Kathleen Height, who organized the flat fan sales and worked hard on the honoree portion of our program. Maggie Dahl and Jeremy Goodwin, our video and tech wizards. Grady and Lizzie Woodruff for providing incentives for family participation. Mike Bell for helping with sponsorships. Brittany Crabtree for manning the Facebook page. Mindy Johnson for keeping us organized with her dozens of spreadsheets, and she built the entire BidPal site. And Jody Boyd for all the behind-the-scenes work that got us to today. We truly couldn't have done this without you.
Back in January, when we first started having our bi-weekly auction committee meetings, we brainstormed many ideas for this year's auction theme. The common thread was that of joy and celebration, which led us to this evening's theme, Together We Thrive. The committee thought it was really important to celebrate all the things the school has accomplished during a pandemic and all the things that have brought us joy during difficult times. So this year truly is a celebration auction. The theme embodies everything our school represents. And what better year than this to show how our students continue to serve our community, parents believe in our school, faculty and staff united to bring and keep our kids in the classroom, and how much everyone achieved this year.
Now we'd like you all at home to take some time to think about how Topeka Collegiate has helped your family thrive this past year. Back in November, I got COVID-19, which resulted in my daughter homeschooling for the entire month of November, and then school went virtual between Thanksgiving and Christmas. During these 2 months of distance learning, we saw the little struggles, but it wasn't until we received her second quarter report card that we saw the true impact of not being in the classroom. We discussed this with her teacher, who reassured us that even after 1 week back in the classroom in January, her grades had rebounded. This made me so grateful to be part of Topeka Collegiate. For our family, it's simple. Being at school helped us thrive this past year.
For our family in the fall, we had one child starting their seventh year at Topeka Collegiate and one child starting their first year. We were a little anxious about how the one who is new to school would manage the unknowns of the upcoming school year due to the pandemic. Thanks to the entire Topeka Collegiate school community, she has safely attended every day in person all year, with only a few of those weeks being half day in person and half day online. She has thrived as if it were a normal school year, making friends, playing, and learning, including quickly growing in her reading, writing, and math skills. Our daughters have flourished this year, thanks to the amazing faculty and staff. Together We Thrive is not just our auction motto, it is Topeka Collegiate, and we are so proud to be a part of it.
We hope you enjoy the video we're about to share that showcases all the moments of joy here at Topeka Collegiate. After the video, please welcome Josh Swati, a Topeka Collegiate parent, board member, and tonight's MC, who will guide us through the rest of the festivities.
At Topeka Collegiate, our mission is to prepare students for advanced education, successful careers, and responsible citizenship through a commitment to academic excellence and humanitarian ideals. That's possible through all of us working together, because together, we thrive.
Here we don't just learn about history, science, but we also learn core competencies, and we learn how to be citizens of the world, technologists, innovators, and I think that's really important.
I like that all the teachers are nice and that I have a good school with nice people and everyone is just so kind and I love it.
The last year has been challenging. From a quick shift to remote learning to extraordinary planning efforts to bring students back into the classroom safely. We did that together, because together, we thrive.
I like being in school in person. I get to see all my friends. That you can play with all your friends instead of being at home by yourself.
A lot of fun things that you can do here.
You can make us get smarter. And there's a bunch of great people to meet.
My favorite thing is that here is that all the teachers really care about your education.
They make learning fun and we get to see our friends a lot.
My teacher and all my friends play with me.
And they don't just teach you the things and then give you the test, they explain them. And if you're having trouble understanding something, the teachers are going to do everything they can to make sure that you grasp the subject.
My favorite thing about school is learning a lot of stuff so I can be really smart when I grow up.
We've learned that together doesn't always mean being in the same place at the same time, but it sure is great when we can.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 2021 Topeka Collegiate School auction. It is so great to have been asked back again to be Master of Ceremonies of the event. The last 2 years, of course, have been pretty interesting, but always great to be a part of this. And every year, I think I'll probably make that joke that will ensure I will be asked back next year. But if you are new to Topeka Collegiate, maybe you are new to auctions in general and wondering how this is going to work, I'll tell you basically it's like this. The Topeka School auction is similar to a date with Matt Getz. You really can never predict what's going to happen, but at some point in time a financial transaction is going to occur. So we want you to open your pocketbooks, get ready to spend, get ready to support this school. But I have a couple of important announcements as we get started. First of all, you have only a few minutes left, I think either 6:45 or a few minutes around there, to be a part of the 100 for 100. That is, there are only 100 tickets. Each ticket costs $100, and the winner gets a parking spot reserved for the year outside of the school. So if you want to be a part of that, the 100 for 100, you only have a few minutes left. That closes at 6:45 or 6:47, right there around then. And then secondly, the other raffle that we have closing right at that time is the 50-50. And this is similar to those raffles at the ballpark. Great big pot of money. The more money in the pot, the more of half of it that you get, whoever ends up winning the 50-50. So if you want to be a part of the 100 for 100 or the 50-50, you have only a few minutes left to do that. Everything else is going to be open until 9:30 this evening. You can continue to bid throughout that time, but you have only a few minutes left for 100 for 100 and 50-50. I want to congratulate the 3 winners of our cover contest for our cookbooks this year. What a perfect year to do a Topeka Collegiate School cookbook when all of us are cooking at home. And we have 3 winners this year, Liam Woodruff, Lillian Rudy, and Taryn Gilbert. Congratulations to them. And I want to thank Gage Bowl for giving them a Gage Bowl experience for being winners. But there's one more Gage Bowl experience that can be purchased at the auction this evening if you would love to get out again. Finally, as we're all now getting out a little bit and do some bowling on your own. But I want to congratulate them. And with that, to kick off the evening, the next thing I want to do is introduce for you the video that we have for our 2021 Honoree of the Year.
Topeka Collegiate is sustained and supported through the generosity of our community. Since the beginning days of Topeka Collegiate, our collective philanthropy has been able to shine each spring with the fundraising auction. The McBride family was among the first families to attend Topeka Collegiate as Shawnee Country Day School, and Meef McBride, along with Linda Vandegard, was our very first auction chair. Meef has continued to support Topeka Collegiate through the years, even after her children left these halls. She is a person of joy and passion, and we are so grateful that she has chosen Topeka Collegiate as a focus of her lifelong commitment to giving back to the community.
You know, Tom and I have always been very civic-minded in Topeka. We both firmly feel that if you give to your community, it's going to give back to you. In the 80s is when the auctions all started. As auctions do, they grow and they, you know, people love them, and it's the best way to make money. One of the auction items that we did buy was Camp Chile.
Oh.
And we bought that for Sarah. And she went to Camp Chile, and then she went back another year. And this was one of the formulating summers of her life. Topeka Collegiate holds a lot in my heart holds a special place because of the great start it gave Megan and Sarah with their schooling.
Thank you so much. We are so excited. I am very excited to be able to present this award to Neve McBride, lifelong supporter. Her family has been there for Topeka Collegiate from the very beginning. This award says, presented on this day to Neve McBride, whose unwavering support of Topeka Collegiate has helped Eagle soar since the beginning. Together we thrive. It is my honor to present this to you.
Thank you very much, Kathleen. I really appreciate this, and I want to thank the board and whoever else had any part in selecting who's to receive this honor this year. It's really a hoot for me to get this. I'm enjoying it tremendously. I want all of you to remember that tonight's the night. Dig down deep in your pockets. I know they're deep, and let's spend all that money and donate to Topeka Collegiate. Thank you.
All right, now is the point in our evening when we raise money for professional development. Topeka Collegiate School, of course, is a private independent school, and so in order for us to exist, we have to have the support of our members, our families, our people that are engaged with this school. And part of what makes Topeka Collegiate special is that we have world-class educators in our classroom each and every day interacting with the small class sizes of all of our families going to school here at Collegiate. And that would not happen but for a number of things. First of all, we have to make sure that we can pay them the very best we possibly can pay them. We also have to, as a board and as a school, provide them the best benefits we possibly can. But then finally, it is important for us to offer these world-class teachers the professional development experiences that they can get nowhere else in the educational sphere. And we pride ourselves on being able to do that. It is an enrichment opportunity for these teachers. It makes them better teachers for your students, for your children, which is what they want to be. And they are unique professional development experiences. And so this is the time in the evening where we set aside, oh gosh, I'm no longer buying something really cool that I want to own or an experience that I want to get to have. This is simply that point in time where you think to yourself, this is the human being that my child sees every single day, 5 days a week. And for a large part of this last year, Topeka Collegiate was one of the only schools in Shawnee County where your children were seeing that teacher in person. This is a chance for you to thank that teacher and to say, I support you having the professional development opportunities to enrich yourself and be a better teacher in that classroom. And what's so cool about the technology tonight is I can like Stephen Colbert this. I can step toward the camera a little bit. You know this is important for those teachers. This is a great thing to do. So take a few moments, give to professional development. You will receive nothing in return except for the lifelong enrichment of your kids, which is the most important, most valuable thing ever. Please do this. Thank you.
In 2012, Topeka Collegiate received a generous grant from the Honoree Foundation to provide iPads to the youngest learners of our school. Those original iPads are still in use here at Collegiate, but technology has outpaced us and the iPads are showing their age.
Hi, I'm Kelly Berryman. I teach kindergarten at Topeka Collegiate School.
What is this? Hold that for me.
iPad.
What is that? What do you guys do with those?
We play games that help us learn.
We use the iPads for many fun learning and interactive ways. Use them for patterning and sequencing, addition and subtraction, sight words, letter formation, number formation.
We use them for playing learning games to help things out. So yeah.
Are they fast? Are they slow? How do they do?
They do good, but they're very
old. Problem solving through coding and puzzles, also the creative arts. I remember when the current 8th graders were in my kindergarten class sitting back at the carpet back there, and they had these their iPads placed in their hands and how thrilled they were. There are several apps that we would love to put onto our iPads now, but we're not able to load them on there because they just will drop it right away because we don't have enough memory space in our iPads, current ones, to do that.
Fund a Need is our opportunity to come together as a community to provide newer models of this essential learning tool for our pre-kindergarten through 2nd grade students.
3. That's right, and the 8th graders this year at Topeka Collegiate School were in Miss Berryman's kindergarten class 8 to 9 years ago. That's when they received this iPad, or iPads just like it. We've got a lot of usage out of this, but we need to upgrade these. These only have 16 gigabytes of storage, and you can't upload anything from the App Store. Since 2017, the teachers want to upload new programs for our kids to learn. So what you can do is go to your BidPal page, number 15, Fund a Need. Let's bring in some iPads. Kids from pre-K, kindergarten, 1st and 2nd grade, all use these. Any child that's been in those grades in the last 9 years has benefited from these iPads. So help us to upgrade them with the newest technology, ones that are current, that the teachers can use with new technology, that have enough storage to actually put things on. It's not a huge thing to ask to upgrade the technology that is 9 years old. So I have the opportunity to invite you to go to number 15 and fund a need. And this is a critical one that our students do need. So I want to thank you for checking in here, and we'll have more with Josh coming up in just a moment. Right now, give yourselves a big round of applause.
All right, we are back with a couple of fun announcements as we get close to the end of our auction. It's wild when you do these online. They're actually quite abbreviated, but a couple of quick announcements. First of all, it is time to announce the winner of the 100 for 100 drawing. This will determine a parking spot, and I know this particular family loves to have a good parking spot in front of the school, so congratulations to them. But Angela and Quincy Griffith, you are the winners of the 100 for 100 drawing. So congratulations, you're going to have that parking spot for the rest of the year. It's also time to name the winners of the 50-50 drawing. The 50-50 drawing was $750. That was the total pot. $375 will go back to the school. $375 will go to you individually. And I won't even give you a public guilt trip about potentially considering it, giving it back to the school, except I guess I kind of just did. But Brian and Marjorie Lathrop, Brian Fox and Marjorie Lathrop, you are the winners of the 50-50 drawing. You can have that $375 of the 50-50. So congratulations to you on that. I also, as we begin to wrap things up this evening, I want to make sure we highlight a few of these incredible auction items that we have this year. First of all, there is a home this year up for the auction. I believe it's 5 nights in Hilton Head, South Carolina. So just imagine, this sleeps 8 people. It can handle up to 2 families. It backs up right to the lagoon. You can rent any sort of watercraft imaginable. And Hilton Head, if you're familiar with it, is the very closed environment where it's safe. Your kids can explore the community almost on their own. Magnificent climate, beaches, sand dunes, and the extraordinary Atlantic Ocean. This is a magnificent opportunity to explore the East Coast in one of its most famous areas. So the Hilton Head Resort is up this year. Also this year, we have the chance of a lifetime to fly around Topeka in a World War II training aircraft. This has never been offered before at the Topeka Collegiate auction. What a chance to get up into the air in one of those old diesel-powered World War II aircraft, feel sort of the speed that they were in, which wasn't even that fast, but it's a unique sensation that thousands of probably our grandfathers and maybe even some grandmothers experienced, but otherwise no one else gets to experience that anymore. This is also an auction item. And then we have two cool dinners. We have multiple dinners, but the crab boil is back again this year. That is 20 individuals that can take advantage of the crab boil, and then also 10 individuals that can take advantage of a spectacular Asian dinner at the home of Kent and Susan Darlinghouse. And what's neat about these dinners, whether it's at the Globe or it's the crab boil or it's the Asian dinner, is that I think all of us, as we get vaccinated and as we move into the spring and summer, are ready to start remembering what it's like to have dinner parties and getting together with our friends. And what an extraordinary way to give back to your school, but also be able to have an opportunity to get together with friends. And then finally, as the holidays get closer to, do not forget the Cortez Christmas Lights opportunity, so that you can go out, enjoy all that Topeka does in terms of Christmas lights. I know Kimberly and I spend an obscene amount of time putting up Christmas lights every year, but we do it so that people can drive by and enjoy it. And what better way to do that than to be able to do it together, do it in a limousine, and have a great night out with your friends. So think about those major ticket items. Think about some of the groups of friends that you have, probably because of Topeka Collegiate, that you would love to get together with and have a dinner with, or gather and celebrate together. And what a great way for us to dip our toes into a social environment once again. So I just want to highlight those things and remind you, I am going to, these are going to be held open until 9:30 tonight, but at 9:30 tonight, they close. So if you want any of those auction items, you have got to take the opportunity to do it then. The thermometer is back up behind me right now, and this is about our fund to need. These are the laptops. I am holding the Cretaceous era laptop in my hand, and we have an opportunity to move beyond into the Anthropocene. And let's move these laptops into the era where humans exist. Please, if you have an opportunity to give just a little bit more, the kids can use these, but the teachers desperately, in order to use different programs and to upload different videos, they need a better laptop. So if you're sitting at home, if you're thinking, well, I'm bidding on a few big items, but I may not have the chance to really win some of these things, but I have a little extra money that I'd be willing to give to the school this year because we didn't travel anywhere this year, so I got a little extra money. Fund to need. Help make these laptops not just a possibility, but a reality for these kids and their teachers in the classroom. So that thermometer is going to stay live for a while, and we can see it moving up. We appreciate everybody that's doing things, but just remember, that Fund to Need happens tonight. You gotta make it happen. And this is part of us as Topeka Collegiate supporters and parents and patrons saying, we are going to help make this happen. Now, we may also end up getting a spectacular house in Hilton Head, South Carolina, or a trip around Topeka. But aside from that, we need to make these laptops happen.
They're iPads, not laptops.
This just did. It's been informed to me in this very live action video that they are in fact iPads, not laptops. The cool thing about making a gross mistake live is that you just have to own it. And I have just revealed to everyone watching and all of you just how little I know about technology. So don't take it from me. Take it from the people that really care about this. Jeremy, why don't you come back in here before I just continue wading into the swamp even deeper?
But Josh, I enjoy watching you do this. I'm better at this than this man. All right, Josh, I'm going to give you a breather for a moment. So what we're looking at is on your bid pal page. Number 15, that's fund and need. We need about $22,000 to fund the new iPad for all the kids. They're used by the pre-K, kindergarten, first grade, second grade as well. This iPad I have in my hand right here from the crustacean.
I'm done giving.
From a long, long time ago. This was when Miss Berryman's kids were the ones that are in 8th grade right now at Topeka Collegiate School. Am I in the way of it? Or you're telling me the number? The number. Oh, you're pointing the number. She's pointing the number. $5,095, but we're not quite up to $22,667 now. Do I need to kind of televangelist this maybe?
You can maybe televangelist. Let's Jim and Tam.
I feel the need for money to buy some iPads. We need about 60 of these. Right now we've got about 15. So when you bring that number up. Josh has been working so hard. Do it for Josh. Do it for Topeka Collegiate. Do it for the dinosaurs that didn't have these things. But seriously, Miss Berryman's class that now is in 8th grade, when they were in kindergarten, there was a dinosaur in her classroom, and he actually had this iPad. And he was actually creeping across in front of me. And thankfully did not attack me. Didn't make any noise, just he donated some money. It's number 15 on the bid pal page. Well, we want to bring this money in because the teachers want to upload new software on these. If you go to the App Store, anything on this is the iPad Generation 4, which came out in 2012, and it was awesome. And the kids are thankful to have had it. But every child that's been here, unless they started in 3rd grade or later, every child's in 8th grade or under at Topeka Collegiate School has used these iPads at some point. So we've gotten a lot of usage out of these. But they don't have enough storage now. They have 16 gigabytes, and you can't upload anything that's been on the App Store since 2017. So this is a true need and the fund need the kids are going to need. It's not a laptop. This is a need for all of the children, including my two who are here. And they're going to beat these up nicely, of course. But we need new iPads. The number right now is $5,735. I want to thank everybody for donating. Thank you for donating to everything tonight. Make sure you get lots of money on everything, especially the crap is the scrap and Hilton Head, of course, as well. All right, we're going to bring everybody in. All right, masks on. Josh, what are we doing?
I'm not sure what the policy is for the final moment. Masks on. My mask is sitting out there, so there's not a whole lot I can do.
Is the black one?
But a couple other things as we close out the live portion of our auction this evening. Every Topeka Collegiate auction requires an enormous number of people to engage and make it happen. The auction committee was a huge part of that. But what a testament to the broader community of Topeka Collegiate that we have the individuals that are innovative and flexible that can make this happen. I want to thank Maggie Dahl and Brittany Stifler-Crabtree, who are right behind us, making all of this happen. But this does, it kind of feels like the end of Saturday Night Live credits right now. This has been a great run for all of us behind me here. But we do this for a school that we all care about so much because it's where our children are, and it's where we hope they will grow into the types of individuals that will be able to easily figure these things out years from now. So we want to thank you. We want to thank your support. We continue to see that thermometer growing. You have until 9:30, so you're going to keep getting notices when you get outbid, and keep bidding. Keep outbidding the people that are outbidding you. This is ultimately about competition and ultimately about winning. So thank you. Have a great night. Thank everybody behind us here. But thank you from Topeka Collegiate.